Hi, and welcome to this 4NAV coffee break. My name is René Brummel. I'm a product specialist at 4NAV, and I will be your presenter today. As this coffee break is live, you can ask your questions via the GoToWebinar question window. We will answer them at the end of the coffee break. Today, we're going to add your bill of material to your Business Central reports, the easy way. There are a few ways of working with a bill of materials. You may simply need to get the bill of materials from the item. This may be enough if you just need to add some information to a quote or an invoice. From a simple bill of materials, you may also create an assembly order. From there, you can post the items and the resources necessary to assemble these items. As always with Business Central, these assembly orders come in posted and unposted versions. To demonstrate adding the bill of material, I'm going to use these steps. The prerequisites, what do I need to get going? In step 2, I will add the BOM component from the item. In step 3, I will get the assembly lines. In step 4, I will get the posted assembly lines. Let's start with the first step. Today, I will add the bill of material in a Business Central Cloud tenant with the Business Central 2022 Wave 1 release. I've installed the 4NAV customizable report pack and I've executed the step-by-step wizard from the assisted setup to get started. Of course, everything I do today is also available on the Business Central on-premise environment. I also have the 4NAV Designer installed on my PC. The 4NAV Designer can be downloaded from the 4NAV website. To simply add a bill of materials on your 4NAV reports, we need to figure out the table relation between the sales line and the item bill of material. When we know that, we can add a data item and add the sections we need. So first thing we are going to do is open Business Central, and I've prepared a sales order for us to play with for today, which is this one. And this sales order has an item, and this item has a bill of material. So when I open this from the sales line, I can open the item, and from the item I can find my bill of materials and my assembly BOM. So these are the lines we want to get in our document. And to figure out which table this is, of course, we can just open the page inspection, and we'll notice that this is the BOM component table. And the table relation is pretty simple in this case. We just need to link to the parent item, which, as we know, is the number in our sales line. So let's open a sales order confirmation from the 4NAV Designer. We'll find the VAT order confirmation and we will edit the layout. So what we need to do in our order confirmation is simply add a data item, and we'll add the data item on the line because we want to add the BOM component per line. So grab a data item, drop it on top of the line, data item. And we notice we were on table 90, which is the BOM component. So I'll grab that one. And the table relation, as we noticed, was pretty simple. The parent item number needs to be the number from our sales line. Once we have that, we get our BOM component data item, and we can grab some data from the BOM component. So let's take the number and the description and the quantity per, and I'm going to select all three of these and drag them and drop them on top of our new BOM component data item, which does not seem to be working. Let's try again. There we go. So that gets me a header and a line, which I can move around a bit to make it look a bit nicer. There we go, and let's grab the line. There we go, and finally we will make these yellow. We'll make the header yellow and bold, and we can preview our report. We preview with the sales order that had the item with the bill of materials on it. And there we go. That gives us the simple bill of material on our sales order. Of course, in most cases where we work with bills of material, we will need to get the related assembly lines from Business Central. This is not a straightforward table relation. We'll have to use an intermediate table. So let's have a look and see what we need to get there. So I'll go back to Business Central and go back to our sales order. And on the sales order, you will notice that I have in my related information assemble to order lines, which are right here. And you will notice that these assemble to order lines are pretty much the same lines as the BOM component, only I've added some command lines in here. And of course you can edit the quantities and add lines, etc. So it makes sense to use an assembly order and grab the lines from that. But if we look at this table relation, you will notice there's no source number or document, nothing that will connect this to my order. So we need to figure out the table relation. Well, fortunately, I've been digging around in Business Central for a bit prior to this webinar. And what we need in order to get the table relation between a sales order and the assembly order is a table that is called the assemble to order link, which is table 904. And I will show you where to find that information in a minute. But if we open table 904, you will notice we've got the assemble to order link. And we've got an assembly document type and an assembly document number, which is our assembly order. And then we've got a type, document number, and document line number, which are our table relation to our order. So in order to get the assembly order from a sales line, we need to grab the assemble to order link first. And from the assemble to order link, we can find our assembly lines. So back to 4nav, grab a data item, drop it on the line again. We'll leave the BOM component. It doesn't really matter that much. And I will select a table. So in this case, even though I know the table number, I will just type in assembly. And if you type in assembly, assemble I need in this case, you will find that I've got a bunch of tables for the assembly, and I've got the assemble to order link right here, which is how I figured out that I needed the assemble to order link and I needed table 904. So I'll grab the assemble to order link. Then I need to set my table relation, which is going to be the document type. It's going to be the document type from my sales line, document number from my sales line, and finally I need the document line number from my sales line. So that's the table relation I'm going to need, and then hit OK, and the new data item will be created. And finally I need to specify a filter for my table relation, because the type needs to be filtered on sale. Now I know I've got exactly the right line. I've got exactly the right assemble to order link line, and then I can find my assembly lines from the assemble to order link. So I can do that by simply dragging a second data item on top of there. From here I can find my assembly line. I cannot find my assembly header as well, obviously, but in this case all I'm interested in is in the assembly lines. So I'll grab those, and the table relation there is fairly straightforward. I've got document type is the assembly document type from the assemble to order fields, and I've got my document number is the assembly document number. So that's pretty straightforward. Hit OK and OK. That gets us the assembly line, and then we can pull the same thing as we did with the BOM. So we can simply select number, description, and quantity, drop them on top of our new data item, and that gets us an assembly header and an assembly line. And we'll change our table a bit so it all looks a bit nicer. It's not particularly necessary, of course, to just view the data, but it's always nice to make things look good. So there we go. And we'll go with green for this one. I'll make these bold again. And we can preview. And we will preview with exactly the same order that we used before, because that has an assembly order. You will notice right now we've still got the item bomb, but now we've also got the assembly lines. And the assembly lines, you will notice that we've got the command line. We've added that in the assembly order. And finally, we can add the posted assembly lines to our posted documents. Like I said before, in Business Central, a lot of documents have posted and unposted versions, and the assembly is no different. And to find those, of course, yes, I want to leave. Of course, I've prepped this before. I can find my posted sales shipment. And in this posted sales shipment, you will notice I've got a second conference package. And from here, I have an assembly order as well. You will notice this is a posted assembly order. If I inspect this data, you will notice we're on the posted assembly order line. Once again, we'll need to work through an intermediate table to get this information. And that intermediate table is the posted assemble to order link, which is table 914. And in here you will notice that we've got the assembly document type and assembly document number. We've got the document type, which is sales shipment, document number, and document line number. So all I need is this information in order to make my table link. And from there I can get my posted assembly lines. So let's go back to 4nav. Save this one, and we'll open the sales shipment from Business Central. We'll grab the 4nav sales shipment, and on the 4nav sales shipment we'll do more or less the same thing we just did. We'll add a data item, and this a data item we will find the assemble to order link for the posted documents. You will notice posted assemble to order link table 914. The data item link is going to be the document number. We will link to the document number. Document line number, we will link to our line number for the posted sales shipment line, and hit OK. And then, like before, we need a filter on the line because we need to filter on document type is going to be the sales shipment. And that makes sure we've got the correct line. And then from the posted assemble to order link, of course, we can grab a data item and find table 911, which is the posted assembly line. And we can simply connect document number to assembly document number, and that's all we need to do here. So that gets us the posted assembly line, and then from the posted assembly line we can once again grab the number, description, and the quantity, drag it and drop it on top of the posted assembly line. And once again make it look nice. we go. And let's go with blue this time. And once we've done that, we can preview. And we'll preview, of course, with the posted sales shipment that has an assembly on it. And if we preview, you will notice that I've got my posted assembly lines on my sales shipment. So let's recap what we just did. The first thing we did was to add the item bill of material to the order confirmation. After we did that, we used the assembly order line instead. We discovered that we need to work through the assemble to order link table. Finally, we added the posted assembly lines to the sales shipment. We used the posted assemble to order link table as an intermediate there. Thank you for listening to me so far. I see we don't have any questions, so I will wrap up this coffee break. If you want to know more about 4nav, or if you want to download the 4nav Designer and Converter, please visit our website. If you want to install 4nav in Business Central Cloud, please visit the Microsoft App Source. You can watch more videos about 4nav on our YouTube channel, and if you have any questions about 4nav, please email them to support@4nav.com. For a full list of upcoming and recorded coffee breaks, please visit 4nav.com/coffeebreak. Thank you very much for listening today, and goodbye.